summer of 1998. The sun is shining, birds are chirping, and baseball fans across the nation are enjoying a race of a lifetime. Ken Griffey Jr., Greg Vaughn are excelling at hitting the long ball, but in a league of their own. Sammy Sosa with the Chicago Cubs and Mark McGwire with the St. Louis Cardinals are putting up video game numbers as they look to break the record books, and people will be talking about this for decades to come. Decades later, we are still talking about the great race of 98, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa. It is all very exciting, and we will get into it during this live content stream. We are SDS live in the studio today for another Push the Button stream. A lot of hype.
Let's go.
A lot of content. I am Ashley on the live content team. Andrew is back. How are you doing, Andrew?
Oh, doing great. So happy to be back today.
Heck yeah. Encore, Andrew, and Carson from behind the camera to the table. Carson, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling good, yeah. A 90s kid ready to talk about 1998. Let's do it.
Let's do it indeed. A big day today. We have not one, not two, not even three, but 4 grindable 99s that you will be able to earn around noon today. There is a lot to discuss, but of course, on the topic of 99s, that has been a huge conversation between us at the studio, our fans, our community, and we just want to say, with Sets and Seasons, as we're learning it, as we're getting into it this year, we are taking in feedback, whether it's from socials, streams. Our research team does an incredible job putting out live content surveys for you all to fill out, so please keep filling them out. Of course, we have our own plans and designs as well, and we're just navigating a great way to keep pushing out the content, pushing out some incredibly fun 99s, and keeping it exciting because the postseason is almost here, Carson and Andrew.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, postseason is almost here. 4 grindable 99s, and then of course, looking just over the next month, every Friday in September will feature at least one other program with at least one grindable 99.
Is that any good?
I sure hope
pretty
so.
good.
I sure
Yeah.
hope so. But of course, today we will be starting it off with August monthly awards. There were some pretty big names that made this decision a little bit challenging. We had Mookie Betts, Andrew, having an incredible August.
Insane August. Absolutely tore it up this last month. Well deserved, but got to pick one out of all these guys.
One. And, you know, he did introduce season 4 with his set collect, so it's kind of like, do we give him another? But, like, let his set collect shine. There are other names like Harry Carpenter, Carson.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there were so many good performances in August, but at the end of the day, there was one guy that just made sense.
There was only one guy. Let's put him up on the screen. Julio is here, and he is looking mighty spicy. Andrew, what are we seeing here?
I mean, this is just an incredible card, I think. I mean, 125 contacts, that's going to play. Over 100 power, incredible defense, speed. Personally, I kept the home run derby Julio in my lineup all year last year. This one is going to stay starting today on to the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I like ball players on my team, and this guy's a ball player.
Oh, yes.
He's got 5 tools. I loved his World Baseball Classic card, and now he's back for Season 4.
He's back for Season 4. Play him in the outfield. He can hit. He can play defense and max stats across the board, speed, stealing, base running, aggressiveness. The man's going to be a terror on the base paths.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sign me up.
Sign me up. Better watch out. Not going to want to run with anybody else besides Julio. But, of course, he is the main topic of August Monthly Awards. We have a whole squad of cards available for you today who can be found in the August Monthly Awards program. To call out a few names, the captains are returning with monthly awards. We have Mr. Scary Gary Sanchez.
Ooh, I'm excited about this one. I love Gary Sanchez's swing in this game, and I'm playing this guy.
He just hits, and you know, with these captain boosts, he'll boost everyone in this monthly award program, which is great.
I'm pretty sure he'll boost everyone to a 99 overall. Of course, if you get the tier 3 boost, it is looking mighty fine. On the pitching side of things, we have another captain available to us. Carson, what do you see with Mad Bum?
I mean, it's Mad Bum. He's a stud. He was so good in San Francisco for all those years. You can never have too many lefties, and I think he's just going to make all these other great pitchers in this program even better.
Absolutely. If you choose to play with an all August Monthly Awards theme team, each of these captains will raise all players to a 99 overall, and then of course spotlighted by the true 99 overall Julio Rodriguez. But with the captains, with Julio, we've had some incredible August performances. Andrew, what were some of your favorites?
Without a doubt. I mean, Kerry Carpenter, as you can see right there in right field, absolutely insane August. I mean, borderline discussion for a Lightning player that we had with him. he's going to play.
He's going to play. 13-game hit streak in August, very much propelling the Tigers. Carson, who's some of your favorites?
I mean, I'm a Nats guy, but I always support the team across the Beltway. So seeing what Ryan Mountcastle did this month was awesome. I mean, 19 RBIs, hitting 360. You can't beat it.
125 Brian. It returns.
125 Brian.
You got to love the 125 Brian.
Oh, absolutely. And then, of course, on the pitching side of things, a very dominant closer, Raisel Iglesias, had 7 opportunities for 7 saves in the month of August, and he delivered on every single one of them. And we see it here. Max clutch, max hit per nines. The man can pitch. And I don't know, if you have, him in the back end of your bullpen, Julio Manning center field, I think it's safe to say you're going to lock down that win late in a ball game, Andrew and Carson.
Oh, I think so. There's some solid additions to people's teams coming in today.
I love the off-speed primary, too. Circle change, that's going to be a nice pitch.
That pitch differentiation just keeps you guessing, keep you on your toes, and I'll probably swing at a lot of pitches in the other batter's box. But
for sure.
It happens. We learn, of course. Take us back on the camera as we navigate our way into the August Monthly Awards program. You see some of these players. There are 22 cards that you can earn in this program, including the captains, and then, of course, 20 flashbacks. And Carson, Andrew, how do we get these cards? I think there might be a second grindable 99 that we can earn to kind of help us with progression if we so choose.
I heard that there's another 99, and I mean, some people have asked for it, and he's here. 99 Tim Anderson. How good is that?
99 Tim Anderson, TA7, more like TA1000. Tim Anderson recently hit 1,000 career hits with the Chicago White Sox, which actually makes him the 17th in White Sox franchise history to get all 1,000 hits on the same ball club with the White Sox.
Pretty impressive.
That's pretty awesome. As you can see here, he rakes against lefties, max contact against lefties, and TA7 knows clutch, so it is well up there as well. Little solid defense, and he can definitely swipe some bags. If you play throughout the August Tops Now program, he is the last card in the program path, so you can unlock him just by playing a couple of moments, a couple of missions. You got Tim Anderson. Yeah,
it's a pretty easy grind, so it's nice to see that we have someone there at the end where you can, plug him in and he'll play for you.
Absolutely. Love to see it. Back on camera here, we'll navigate our way back into the August Monthly Award program to go over other areas of content that you can play through to earn progress. Andrew, how can people earn all of these cards?
We got moments, stat missions. You can play through them, complete them all. You get your 99 Julio Rodriguez. Of course, you got the optional tie-ins as well with the event collection and the Tops Now collection as well. So if you have been keeping up on your way to that 99 TA, go ahead, throw them in, get closer to Julio.
Love to hear it. I've been keeping up with my Tops Now. I mean, I have to. It's Tim Anderson at the end of the path. I want to get him the second it hits noon today when the content drops. I see a little bit of a great race of 98 event. We'll get to that in just a little bit, but we might see a little bit of double dipping between programs to help you all expedite your progress if you so choose. But of course, 2 grind 99s right now. Halfway through, we said 4 at the top of the hour. We have August Monthly Awards. We have Tops Now. And, if I'm not mistaken, it's September 8th, 2023.
I think something pretty exciting happened today in baseball history.
I think so. What do you think, Carson?
I know something did.
You know something
and
did.
I'm excited to celebrate it.
You're excited?
Yes.
I am too. 25 years ago to the day, Mr. Mark McGwire with the St. Louis Cardinals hit number 62 in his home ballpark against the Chicago Cubs, breaking Roger Maris's home run single season record. And then, of course, in a race with Sammy Sosa, Sammy Sosa was in the other dugout cheering him on, celebrating with him at the plate. Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, we see 99s of them in our live series collection. There's a big opportunity and possibility, if you've seen it on socials already, that we'll get even more today. But of course, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, they are our highlighted names in this program, but there were a ton of supporting names throughout the year that had incredible seasons. Let's jump straight into the Great Race of 98 program.
Very exciting. One of the most exciting moments in baseball history, not just baseball history, but sports history in general. This race lit pop culture on fire in that summer. And we have it here celebrating all the things these guys did.
Yeah, and I think the cool part, you had Sammy and Mark just duking it out, but there were so many other great performances, and it's cool to kind of have it all on this reward path where you can kind of like go back in time, see what was going on that summer, and, kind of celebrate it through MLB The Show.
Absolutely. Just relive it. It's nice. I'm a 99 baby, so I did not get to experience this in person. But, of course, growing up as a huge baseball fan, being able to research it, reliving it through the creation of this program, I'm pumped to get my hands straight into these players. Starting off with Mr. Rob Nen.
Oh, solid addition to the back end of the bullpen. I mean, those attributes are going to play with a solid pitch mix as well. And, I mean, I can't get over how awesome the card art is in this series. It's perfect.
There's also one other thing.
Oh,
so
nice.
He's going to play above his rating for sure. I always have trouble hitting this guy. It's cool to see him start off the program for sure.
Absolutely. Cool thing to call out, Rob Nen. This was in 1998. He made his first All-Star selection, and it was his first year with the San Francisco Giants. Shout out, Brendan. We see you, BK. And he had an incredible 1998. But that is not all. Making our way further in the program. Next up, we have Jason Kendall, Andrew.
Oh, solid catcher addition right here. Young Jason Kendall, too.
Yeah.
Love to see it. I mean, look at that defense attributes and the speed attributes too.
I think he hit 327 this year.
327.
And like you said, a young catcher with wheels. I mean, the Buccos fans have to be excited to have him in the game.
Absolutely. A little mix and match with monthly awards. Rysel on the mound, Jason Kendall behind the plate. And I'm thinking we're getting a pretty solid team going, Carson and Andrew.
Totally.
Yes.
Absolutely. But so we have Rob Nen, Jason Kendall, but Greg Vaughn, a big name in the race of 98, finishing in the top 4 alongside Griffey Jr., Sosa, and McGuire. Greg Vaughn, he can flat out hit bombs. Pretty sure he had 50 of them in 98, Andrew.
That's a lot of home runs. Definitely one of the highlights of an insane Padres season in 1998, and it captured all there in the attributes and that beautiful card art again.
Throwback Padres jerseys.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's cool to celebrate Greg with the 50 home runs. You can see it in the power, but obviously we're just kind of making our way towards, the 2 stars of the program, which is cool.
We'll get to the stars. Don't you all worry. Big shout out to the supporting cast, if you will.
Yeah.
Larry Walker taking advantage of the air, lifting his baseball into the stands, max contact against right. The man had a 363 average with a ton of extra base hits, 23 homers, and 46 doubles in the 98 season.
That's a good year.
That's a very good year.
Kind of a do-it-all season, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a stud out there in right field for the Rockies, and, he just has a great swing in the game, too. He's a cool card to have.
It
Absolutely.
is butter. And he can play practically everywhere in the outfield and a little bit of the middle infield and a corner there at the top corner.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
utility guy.
Utility guy.
Can never have too many of them.
Never. Not at all. Moving on, though, we have a great card in Troy Percival, Carson.
Yeah, I mean, I just love the old school jerseys, but this guy, his 12-6 curve with that fastball, like he's going to play for a lot of teams. Another great piece, part of this program. He was awesome. I think he had 42 saves.
42 saves.
A lot of saves.
He was just mowing guys down when it was hard to do that in 1998. So a lot of props to Troy Percival here.
Oh, yeah. Incredible stuff. Shout out Eleno and the Angels, but
For
also
sure.
we have a little Diamond Duo choice pack at 55 points.
I missed that. Thank you
all
for calling
good.
that out.
Might have a few more great race and 98 names to quickly shout out. Giambi, Franco. What are we thinking, Andrew Carson?
This is awesome. Classic Jason Giambi in the Oakland A's uniform. Stats that back up how well he played that year. Great card.
Great card. 38 saves for Franco. But Giambi,
Great
on the other hand,
saves.
Carson.
I mean, Giambi, I always think of, those Oakland A's teams that were just like super gritty. I mean, he was hitting tanks down at the Coliseum. And then John Franco, lefty closer, sign me up. He's a great player. I know he doesn't throw as hard, but he's pretty quirky. Hard to get bat to ball with him.
For sure.
Yeah.
With that screwball action, he can definitely make way. It's it's fitting in nicely with your lefty team. Madison Bumgarner, John Franco. Never know.
Yeah. Can't have too many lefties.
That is a very good point. Of course, you can find the new Diamond Duos pack in the show shop or, of course, in the program as you're pulling along and making progress. But that is not all. We have more players to talk about. Andrew, who do we have up next?
We got Mr. Jeff Bagwell right here. Another staple of the 1998 season with the Houston Astros. I mean, part of the Killer Bees.
The Killer Bees.
Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio. Solid addition into this program.
Yeah, love to see it. Max contact against lefties. Mr. Bagwell hit 402 against left-handers in the 98 season. You just don't really see that anymore.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, with my lefty lineup, if I face Bagwell, I'm in trouble. So
That's very true.
Yeah.
Might want to watch out there, Carson.
402 against lefties is super impressive. I think he had over 30 home runs as well. Like, just a great hitter at first base.
Absolutely. Jeff Bagwell is incredible. But Pedro Martinez making his way onto the Boston scene. A little bit younger version of Martinez. He had over 200 innings in 33 starts in his first year with Boston. Of course, we all know how this story ends. Give him a few more years and he might have a nice little ring on his finger. But the stats across the board playing very well for Pedro. We see the fastball circle change mix. It will have your opponent guessing on the pitch speed differential.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just cool, his first year in Boston, we all know how, it goes down the road, but it's cool to see a card that kind of celebrates that first year and kind of sets the stage for what ended up being just an awesome career in Boston.
Absolutely. Pedro Martinez. And then a little further, Derek Jeter returns, Andrew.
I love the theme we got here of these guys younger in their career, represented in the cards. Younger Jeets right here with attributes that play, great contact, defense, speed. All around, gotta love this Derek Jeter.
Gotta love Derek Jeter. Rounding out some of the hitters in this program, we see the slew of pitchers as well. Making our way down the path, we see another number retirement choice pack, some jumbo packs, ball-ins, and hold up. We got a lot going on here.
We do have a lot going on.
Back half of the program.
Let's talk about it.
150 points, but let's start with the man of the hour. We have Sammy Sosa, Carson. 99, Sammy.
Yeah, first, just look at this card art. The throwback, watching the old TVs, he's hitting tanks for Chicago. And then you open up and you look at these attributes, like the fielding. I think we called him a vacuum yesterday.
Yes.
When we were talking about this card, he's got speed, he's got a great defense, and he's got power too. Like, he's got everything you're looking for.
Yeah, 5-tool 99 right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He can hit. He can run. He can play defense. I know his award series from the Live Series collection. I'll stick him in right field, and my opponent hits a gapper in right center field, and I'm always like, it's gonna be off the wall. It's gonna be a double. Sammy's there.
He's there every time.
He's there. And this card gonna be there.
Yeah, and I don't have the award series, so to be able to plug him in right field is gonna be great. I'm excited. Although outfield, it's getting a little crowded.
Oh, it's crowded.
Some tough decisions are gonna have to be made, of course. But Sammy Sosa at 100 points in the great race of 98 program, and we have two more goodies in here. We have a little bit of a choice pack and a little bit of Big Mac. Who should we go to first? What do the people want to see?
What do you think, Andrew?
Let's wait for the big boy. Let's take a look at this choice pack here.
I like it.
A little bit of choice pack action. We got base rounds and rare rounds. In our rare round, we have Mr. Carlos Delgado, Carson.
Yeah, I'm excited for this card. When I heard we were doing Carlos Delgado, I was obviously super excited. Another lefty. But then you see he has catcher secondary. Like, I'm in on this. This will be the guy that I plug in right away, and he'll hit some tanks for me.
Honestly, not too bad, especially if you don't have Jimmy Fox quite yet. Slide in Carlos at catcher. It's going to be a pretty solid backstop for you.
Without a doubt. Yeah, those power numbers alone. What was the number? 38 home runs that season?
Yeah.
17th that year, too. 38 home runs is a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is incredible. But, of course, that's not all. Featured in the Great Race of 98 Choice Pack, we have Mr. Sean Green, not too far behind Carlos Delgado in home run total. 35 long ones he hit in 98, and the contact, the power, it plays. Similarly, the defense, the speed. Sean Green is going to be a menace at the plate and on defense.
Oh, yeah. Jays were mashing that year.
Yeah.
And Sean Green's swing in this game, it's sweet.
I really like this card. The outfield is getting very crowded.
Hey, we have the DH spot,
Yeah, so that's true. We're going to have to use it. Yeah.
Little first base secondary as well.
But, yeah, he's got 5 tools again. Like, he's got some speed. He's got great defense. And I just love the contact and power ratio for a right fielder. It's perfect.
Absolutely. And then Mr. Cub, he's not going to be the only one, Sammy Sosa, in this program. Kerry Wood getting some love. What do we see here, Andrew?
I see Kerry Wood, 1998, his rookie season. He was stellar that year. 20 strikeouts in his rookie season, represented here in this awesome 99.
I'm glad you mentioned the 20 strikeout. Anyone remember the Extreme program last year?
I was just
20
thinking about
strikeout
it.
moments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kerry Wood, is back in action. Great 98. I mean, Max Bryan, you love to see it. Numbers across the board. 99 mile per hour fastball in his Rookie of the Year season. Kerry Wood did everything for Chicago fans up in the North Side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to face this card.
No, probably not. But he's going to get it done. And then, of course, we have the base runners with Saberhagen, Davis, Justice, Mr. Piazza Pizza, and Edgar Martinez in this choice pack. You'll find it in the show shop. You'll also find it in this program right here. And we'll get to it in a little bit. But if you want to collect those cards for program progress, it will be an option to you. But, I think we stalled quite enough. People are here for Sammy Sosa. They saw him. But, of course, big Mark McGwire, 62 homers today, 70 on the season.
Insane.
Mark McGwire is here. St. Louis Cardinals. Mark McGwire, Andrew Carson.
I mean, what else can you say? The power, double gauge power out the bat. He's got great contact against righties. I know the defense might not be what people, were hoping for, but that's why we have DH.
Yeah, DH. I mean, designated hitter might be underselling it a little bit. Designated dinger might be.
I like it.
That might be a little more accurate.
A walking home run.
Oh yeah, walking home run. I love it. Max contact, max power. Both sides of the plate. Max against righties. The discipline, the clutch. Max across the board. Mark McGwire seriously did it all, and we are here to celebrate such a feat alongside all the other members of this great race of 98 season. He plays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, such a great year for baseball, and it's cool to kind of walk through and see all these great performances and then cap it off with this card. It's going to be such a fun program to work through.
Oh, for sure.
But speaking of fun program to work through, let's back out, get into the tasks that people have. Andrew, walk through some of the tasks that people can complete to earn these cards.
Yeah, you've played other programs before. You've seen how some of this works. You got your moments. You got your stat missions, conquest, showdown. That's all how you expect. But we also have some optional tie-ins here this time. If you play through the event, you're able to collect those guys for progress. Damon, Smoltz, Guerrero. We might touch them in a little bit. We'll see them.
Should we do it now?
Should we talk about?
Oh, I'm down. Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's start off with Vlad Guerrero right there. If you get 12 wins in a single event entry, Mr. Guerrero Sr. will be at your disposal.
Oh man, Vlad cards are some of my favorite every single year. The swing just plays. I mean, you can't throw inside on Vlad cards because he'll just turn it around and he'll leave the yard. And I mean, with these attributes, we're looking at that again this year.
Yeah, I mean, he's awesome. You got to be excited to have a Vlad card in the game. I love that he wears no gloves. Right. He's just like a gritty, hitter. Sign me up. This outfield, I don't know how I'm going to make these decisions, but another 99, it's great to see.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So, of course, 12 wins per entry. We also have other cards available at 20 wins and 5 wins in that collection that we want to briefly go over. John Smoltz of 98.
Oh, yeah. Solid addition right here. I mean, Smoltz, one of the mainstays of the Braves rotation that year with those big three.
Yeah. Nice pitch mix. He can definitely come in and help a team for sure.
Oh, without a doubt. And then, of course, one more guy featured in the event. Who do we have here, Carson?
Looks like it's Johnny Damon on the Royals.
Johnny Damon.
Kind of a fun card. He's young. He's 24, and just a scrappy center fielder in Kansas City.
Love it. Love to see it. So, of course, there is an optional program tie-in with those cards. If you want to collect them for program progress, you certainly can do so. And then, as we saw earlier in the August monthly awards, if you collect them in one, might as well collect them in the other for progress in both. If you want to, speed it up a little bit, if you so choose, of course. And then, as we mentioned with the choice pack, both in the program, on the show shop, the base round and the rare round guides also have optional collections to expedite process or programs or points in this program if you would like. But going back real quick to some of these missions here, there's a little bit of some fun theming, Andrew Carson. Which one should we go through first?
Oh, I like these ones. This whole series revolves around hitting bombs, and you hit some bombs, you're going to get rewarded with progress.
Absolutely. Relive Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa's journey as you hit more and more home runs. And keep in mind, these home runs can be hit with any batter across your Diamond Dynasty game mode, Carson.
Which makes it a lot easier, because having to do it with one guy, like Mark McGwire did in real baseball, just makes it even more impressive.
Do you imagine just hit 70 homers with Mark McGwire?
Yeah,
That's it.
that's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do. Now, open the floor a little bit with any batters, relive the history of these moments, and then going back into our PXP and stat missions, we do have a repeatable PXP mission, a little bit of a 1998 PXP, Andrew.
Oh, I love it. So cool. I'll be throwing these guys in the lineup, playing through different modes, hitting that conquest, and gaining progress.
Yeah, and it's repeatable, so it'll just keep churning out points, and you'll get to McGwire that way too.
Get them in no time.
Yeah, you got lots of options.
Absolutely. So program players for the repeatable PXP for most of these stat missions as well. It encompasses the entirety of this new card art series, the Great Race of 98. So with these stats, with these cards, whether you're playing events, you're getting them in choice packs, of course, earning them alongside the program. Most of them, if not all of them, will be eligible for most of these missions. And of course, a little bit of fun theming around them based upon the events happening in 98, 25 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very fun stuff. Incredible. But we have a lot. There's a lot. We have a August monthly award program. Topps now getting the 5th and final week in the program. And then, of course, Great Race introducing 150 points. Where should we start? What should users do first? What are we doing here? What's the plan of attack at noon?
Oh, man, it's a hard thing to choose. I think I'm diving right into those monthly award moments. I want that 99 Julio. I'm going to get that guy first.
Got to get that Julio. How about you, Carson?
I'm going to get right into the Great Race of 98.
Ooh,
it's just so nostalgic for me. I'm going to hop in. I'm going to play some moments. I'm going to try to knock out some missions. I'm going to play most of your offline modes and just get comfortable with some of these new cards, which I'm excited for.
I love to hear it. I'll try to do like as much multitasking if I can. I really want to start hitting those online, offline missions for all the different home runs. Any players are eligible, so I'm just going to kind of put in my Diamond Dynasty team, go play some games around Diamond Dynasty, start getting some mission progress, start unlocking some players, and then, of course, I don't know if you heard the news, but I pulled Mike Trout out of the chase back earlier.
What?
It's big.
It was live series Mike Trout. I got a little trolled right there.
It's the wrong one.
The wrong one. But I do have some stubs to spare from that and from previous programs, so might dabble in a choice pack, hope to get a rare round, lock him in for some program progress.
Oh, yeah.
Very
Perfect.
cool.
Very cool. But we have 4 grindable 99s today. Julio Rodriguez is your August monthly award lightning player. 99 TA 1000 ends off Topps Now program for August. And then, of course, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, highlighting the Great Race of 98 program. So much fun. So much is happening. And once again, this is a push the button stream. So by noon Pacific time today, all of this content will be live. So please enjoy it, play it, but to quickly look ahead in the future, as we were talking about in the top of the hour, we see Lightning Julio, we see the Great Race, we see a beautiful cat in the top left corner as well. But September 15th, Andrew Carson, what's so big about that date?
That's Roberto Clemente Day.
Ooh.
We might be having a little feature for him with a pretty good Roberto Clemente card coming in that.
Some more Pirates. I love it.
Some more
Yeah.
Pirates.
Yeah,
Love
sign
to
me
see
up.
it. And then, of course, a week after that, on the 22nd, a little pennant chase action. As we're saying, the regular season is winding down. The postseason is beginning to ramp up. And other program coming your way with more options to earn some grind 99s. And then, of course, after that, we'll get into October for our September monthly awards and another grind 99. So a lot of a steady stream of content throughout the next month. But, of course, past that month, postseason action will be upon us. But without looking too far ahead, today, monthly award, Great Race program, Topps Now even, just everything at our disposal.
It's very exciting. I mean, I can't wait till noon to dive into all this. I mean, there's so many cards that I want to play with and try. Is it noon yet? We're close.
We need to push the button soon.
We're getting ready to push the button here soon, of course, but that is the content. But, of course, very special stuff. Twitch drops were active last weekend. We saw how pumped and excited you all are, so we brought them back. Twitch drops for all this weekend. Stream MLB The Show. Let us see your race to Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, and of course to Julio and Tim in your program progress today, this weekend. It should be awfully exciting because I'll be looking around myself. I want to start seeing people hit some absolute tanks with Big Mac and Sammy Sosa.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait to watch some of that.
It's going to be rather exciting. Twitch Drops for All Great Race program is here on the 25th anniversary of Mark McGwire reaching his 62nd home run. St. Louis Cardinals 99 Mark McGwire is here. So much content, a whole bunch of fun, and of course this would not all have been possible without many hard work and long hours, and a lot of thanks toward the rest of the members of the live content team not here on stream today. Brendan, Ben, Dylan, Rory, and Lane, Steven, Joaquin, making everything possible, from our design team to our stream team. Carson at the table today, making his debut.
Let's go!
Encore Andrew, control room Colin behind the screen, making the streams all possible. And then, of course, our art team just knocking it out of the park. As always, pun intended, Great Race of 98 new card series alongside the program. And then, of course, from San Diego studio as a whole, huge thanks to everybody here. And I want to see everyone hit as many home runs as possible with Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. And we will see you all next time. Peace, everyone.
See ya.